The world seemed to pause as news spread of the passing of Queen Elizabeth II. Across continents, people gathered around their screens, united in grief and reflection. Her funeral quickly became one of the most watched events in modern history, not just because of her legacy, but because of the emotion it carried. Among the many powerful images that day, two young figures quietly captured hearts everywhere: Prince George of Wales and Princess Charlotte of Wales. At just 9 and 7 years old, they walked into a moment far bigger than themselves. Dressed in dark, formal attire, they stood beside their parents, Prince William and Catherine, Princess of Wales, carrying the quiet weight of history. Their presence wasn't just symbolic, it was deeply human. Viewers around the world saw not just young royals, but children saying goodbye to their great-grandmother. Behind the scenes, the decision to include them had not been taken lightly. William and Catherine reportedly spent time considering whether their children were ready for such a public and emotional farewell. It was not simply about tradition, it was about balance. Ultimately, they believed George and Charlotte were mature enough to take part, while their younger brother, Prince Louis of Wales, was kept away from the intensity of the occasion. It was a choice rooted in protection, but also in preparation. Step by step, the young royals are being introduced to the responsibilities that will shape their futures. As the ceremony unfolded, the children remained composed, walking solemnly through Westminster Abbey. Their calm demeanor struck a chord with millions. In a moment filled with history, their quiet strength made it deeply personal. Yet even within such a carefully orchestrated event, small human moments found their way through. During the procession, a brief interaction between the siblings drew unexpected attention. Reports suggested that George playfully pinched Charlotte, prompting a quick reaction from her. It was a fleeting moment, something ordinary between siblings, but in such a formal setting, it stood out. Nearby, Queen Camilla appeared to notice. Observers claimed she gave Catherine a firm look, seemingly signaling the need for composure. The moment passed almost instantly, but it sparked discussion about expectations placed on royal children, especially under the world's gaze. Later, at events surrounding the coronation of King Charles III, another subtle interaction caught attention. While formal gestures were exchanged, Charlotte appeared more focused on her brother than on Camilla's attempts at a gentle connection. These brief exchanges, though minor, revealed the complexity of royal dynamics, even among the youngest members. Despite these moments, what truly stayed with people was the dignity both children showed. Charlotte, in particular, touched hearts with a deeply personal tribute, a small horseshoe-shaped brooch gifted to her by the Queen, symbolizing their bond and Elizabeth's lifelong love of horses. As the ceremony ended, images began to circulate. In one photograph, Charlotte appeared to wipe her eye, leading many to believe she had become emotional. Whether it was a tear or simply a fleeting gesture, the image resonated across the world. It reminded people that behind the titles are real emotions, especially for a child saying goodbye to someone she lovingly called Gangan. By her side, Catherine remained composed, yet gentle, offering quiet reassurance. Their connection was unmistakable: subtle gestures, shared glances, and a quiet strength that spoke louder than words. In the days that followed, another moment highlighted Charlotte's growing awareness of royal duty. As the Queen's coffin was transferred at Wellington Arch, she reportedly reminded George to bow, an act that drew admiration from viewers who saw confidence beyond her years. Comparisons were soon made to Anne, Princess Royal, known for her strength and composure. Meanwhile, George continues to grow into his role as a future king, with expectations that will follow him throughout his life. Together, the siblings represent the next chapter of the monarchy, one shaped not just by tradition, but by moments like these. Moments where history meets humanity, moments where the world watches, and two young children quietly learn what it means to carry both legacy and love at the same time.